Hey guys, it's LegoMatic9, and today I'm finally getting around to doing my custom LEGO The Walking Dead minifigures Part 10. Now you guys have been requesting this video for quite some time, and I was like, alright, I'll get to it, but then I realized that it's been about 3 months since my last Walking Dead video, so I decided it was about due. So here it is. I have 5 minifigures for you guys. Most of them are just new renditions of figures that a lot of you guys were requesting. I have a new version of Tyreese, a new version of Michonne, a new Carl, a new Bob, and then an all-new minifigure, Dawn Lerner. So for you, these minifigures were inspired by the Moose Figs, so I'll post links to his various forms of social media in the description below, so be sure to check that out. So without further ado, let's jump into the close-ups on these minifigures. So we're going to start off with my new version of Carl Grimes. Now, I haven't made Carl in a very long time. I think it was maybe part 6 or part 7 when I last made him, but this is in his new kind of updated Season 4, Season 5 outfit, and it's one of my my favorite outfits I've made him in so far. So I gave him a Brick Arms M9. I didn't give him his giant suppressor one. I just have that one sitting off to the side, but I just gave him a standard Brick Arms M9 because he uses a weapon similar to this without the suppressor anymore, so I just gave him that because it seemed fitting. So I'll just take that off and set that to the side for now. So I really like how this figure turned out. So I guess we'll just start off with the legs. His legs are just some standard dark blue legs with some black boots painted on. He's got some brown weathered on there. And then moving up to his torso is definitely my favorite part of this figure, and I'm really proud of the torso. He's wearing his gray with blue stripes, or plaid, whatever you want to call it, on it, and it just looks really nice. I really like how the pockets turned out. He's got the collar up top, all of those blue stripes. It just looks really nice, and I have it on the arms as well. I just think it turned out very nice. I'm really proud of it, and it's all the way on the back too. Underneath that, he has a light gray t-shirt, which has a dark blue collar on that as well. He's got some skin showing as well, and then he's got a ton of brown painted on there as well, so that looks really nice. His belt is just a golden belt buckle with a brown belt, which looks pretty cool. His face was the same face I used in the previous Carl, but in this time I did paint on his little blood smear kind of cut that he got at the end of Season 4, so I decided to just include that on there. His headpiece is the same piece that I used with my last Carl. It is just the hair and hat combination. What I did is I just took the long hair piece and I pretty much just sanded and cut down the top so it would fit with the curve with the hat, and then I glued it together. So yes, it is just one piece, so you can take that off and then just put it back on like that. So his hat, let's take it off real quick. His hat is just an Indiana Jones hat with the tassels painted on there. What I'm thinking about doing is painting this hat a dark brown and then painting the tassels back on, but I'm not sure about that yet, so that will be in an updated video. Planning on having like an updated figures video coming out fairly shortly after I get some parts in and stuff, so that might be in there as well. So that is pretty much it for my new version of Carl Grimes. Second figure we have up is my brand new version of Michonne. Now, I haven't made Michonne in a long time, just like Carl. I think the last time I made her was, I want to say part 4, so that's been a while. That was Jeez, when was that? Was that at the beginning of Season 4? I think that was the last time I made a Michonne figure. So now I have this brand new version for you guys, and I really like how she turned out. So like I said at the beginning of the video, Michonne is inspired by the Moose Figs. He kind of inspired me to make a new Michonne, and I used some different elements from his figure onto mine. So I'll get into that a little later. But Michonne is armed with her signature katana sword. What I did with this it was just a gunmetal katana blade, and then I painted the white grip on there. I painted the tan kind of strings right there, and then I painted the entire blade a silver color, and then I painted a whole bunch of blood on there as well. So that looks pretty nice. I'll just take that off so I can show you guys the figure a little better. So Michonne here is in her new Season 5, well, like end Season 4, now Season 5 outfit. So she has her olive green legs right here, which have the pockets painted on, and her black boots right there. Her torso is an airy light curved torso, and I have the white and dark brown vest combination outfit painted on there, so I'll show you guys that in a second. She has all of this painted all the way around her like that, so that's pretty awesome. Her face is a storm head, similar to, it was the same exact one I used for my Sasha figure, but instead I just kind of erased off the mouth and repainted the mouth on there, as well as the lips, to make it look a little more like Michonne, so I think that looks pretty good. Her headpiece, instead of using hippie hair, I decided to go with the Captain Jack Sparrow hair. So credit for that goes to the Moose-Figs for the hair and hat combination. Her hair was just sanded down on this side right here, then painted all the way around this matte black color, and then I painted on her headband, or hairband as well. So that's in the kind of purple, teal, and then tan combination right there, so that looks really nice. I will take off the hairpiece now. There we go. Like that. So, now here's a better look at her torso. As you can see, she has this dark brown kind of vest painted on there. She's got some blood and some wrinkles and a zipper painted on there. She got the collar on the white shirt there, which looks pretty nice. And then on the back, there really is nothing except for some designs and the other side of the storm head. So yeah, that's all it is for Michonne. She's definitely a lot better than my previous version. I'm still kind of iffy on the hairpiece. It kind of is a little too big, but it is the best option I had because I tried sculpting it and it turned out really bad. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my new version of Michonne. On my Part 9 video, I was getting a lot of suggestions to make Tyreese. So I decided to go ahead and do that because I hadn't made Tyreese in a while, just like all of the other kind of remakes in this part. So Tyreese turned out very nice. Inspiration for this goes to the Moose-Figs. He inspired me to redo my Tyreese, as well as I kind of got inspired by the torso design as well. But anyway, onto the figure. He's armed with a Brick Arms M1 carbine, whatever you want to call it. So he's armed with that, which I then painted a darker brown and added some gunmetal detail to that. So I'll just take that off. There's a little better look at it. So just take that off. And then he also has his hammer. Now his hammer is custom made. It was made out of a Lego hammer. And I'm not sure what part I used for the, I guess the neck part right there, but I glued that onto the handle and then glued the hammer piece back on. It looks really nice, and I painted it all a gunmetal color, so that looks really nice. I'm actually going to keep that in his hand because I don't want the paint to come off or the thing to actually break because it's very small and very fragile, so I'm going to keep that on there. So Tyreese here is in pretty much the only outfit he wears throughout the entire series. So he has his black legs here with some boots painted on, and then some weathering as well done to those. He has a dark brown shirt, which has this really nice olive green military vest painted on there. I think it turned out really nice. It's got all of these, all of like the little holes to attach pouches to. He's got the buckle right here. Then right here actually has a strap which holsters his hammer in the show. I couldn't really do that because the hammer's kind of too big for that. But I just wanted to add that little detail. It's got all these wrinkles on there which look really nice. A whole bunch of blood spatter, my bad. And dirt splats on there as well. Now he also has the vest painted onto the back of him as well, which looks really nice. I really like how this turned out. It just overall looks really nice. His head is the exact same as my old Tyreese. Well, I guess if you hadn't seen the updated version of my my Tyreese, I did give him a new face, so this one is a lot better. I really like it, but I'm thinking about changing it a little more in the future. He's wearing his dark blue beanie, which has the little stitches, or whatever you want to call it, painted on there, and that looks really nice as well. So overall, I really like how Tyreese came out. He's one of my favorite Walking Dead figures that I've made so far. And tell me what you guys think. I hope you guys are, those of you who requested this figure, I hope you guys are happy that I finally redid him. So there's Tyreese. Now, I wasn't really too certain on which figure to include with this part. There was just like one open slot, but I decided to make Dawn Lerner instead of any other figure, just because I had the resources available, and she was quite an easy figure to make. So Dawn here is armed with a Brick Arms 1911 pistol, which is really nice. I'm not really sure which model she uses in the show, so I just picked this one because it was the closest one on my desk. And I didn't really have any spare M9s and don't really have any Glocks either, so I'm not really sure which weapon she uses in the show, so I apologize for that. But Dawn here was a fairly simple figure to make. She just has black boots painted onto her legs as well as a belt. Her torso is an aerolite curved torso, which I then painted all dark blue. Then I painted on all of the shirt details, such as the collar up at the top. She's got the button-down shirt, the pockets on the sides there. She's got her badge painted up here. She has a name tag painted right there. My bad, my fat finger is kind of in the way, but she's got a name tag painted right there. Right up here, she has a walkie-talkie painted on, and the cord goes down to a little radio on her pouch, or on her belt, so I meant to say. And then she's got some pins on her collar right there. She's got some skin showing and a black t-shirt under that. Nothing about on the back, it's just dark blue paint, so I didn't really do anything with that. She's got some wrinkles down here to show that her shirt is tucked into her belt. She has pretty much the standard female kind of aggressive face or whatever is on the Princess Leia figure, as well as one of the figures from Prince of Persia. It's been used on a lot of different official Lego figures, so I decided to use that, but I painted the eyebrows black, my bad. And then her hairpiece is the same one I used for Sasha. It is the Padme hairpiece, which was painted black. I actually just ripped this off of my Sasha figure for this figure right now, so I'll have to order another one of those soon. So yeah, that is pretty much it for Dawn Lerner. Also, on part 9 of my custom LEGO The Walking Dead figures, Bob Stookey was another minifigure that people really wanted to see an updated version of. So I went ahead and made Bob Stookey, and he was actually the very first figure I made for part 10 back in October, so it's been a while. So here's Bob. I really like how he turned out. He's a lot better than my previous version, which was just really, really bad. I'm really regretting posting that figure at all, and I'm definitely glad someone brought it to my attention that my old Bob and my old Tyreese were really, really terrible. So this version of Bob is armed with a Brick Arms AK-74U. He doesn't really use a signature weapon throughout the series, so I just gave him this weapon. I felt it was fitting, so there's that. Has some painted details on that. So moving on to the figure, he's just got some tan pants, then black boots painted on there, which look pretty nice. He got some dirt and stuff painted on there, which looks really nice. His torso is on a orange torso, so he's got that orange polo shirt, or that orange button shirt underneath, and then he has his kind of olive green military jacket over top that. He's got some patches painted on here. He's got the 82nd Airborne patch on there. I'm not really sure what that was, and then pretty sure that was some sort of armored division, so I was getting kind of confused with that, but whatever. Prop guys, they can do what they want. I wasn't really sure what the patches were. I knew that one was the Airborne, but I wasn't really sure what those ones are. So other than the patches, he's got some pockets painted on there, just some stitching and stuff in the collars, and it just looks really nice. He's got some blood splatter painted on him as well, on his arms, and he's got a blood splatter up there as well, which I'm pretty sure that was painted there for where he was shot in Season 4. He got shot there. He recovered from that pretty quickly, but I just wanted to paint that there as well. Not really sure. I don't even think he's wearing this jacket, so I guess maybe it was just some blood splatter I painted on there when I was making this figure. His face is a brand new face, and it's a lot better than my old version. It is a lot better. It's way better than my older version. So this version was a Lando head, which I then removed all the printing except for the eyes. I painted on the hair, which looks pretty nice. Painted on some new eyebrows. Then I painted on kind of a smirk, since he's always smiling. Painted on some facial hair as well. He's got the little goatee and then the hair right under his mouth. Then he's got the stubble right above his lip, and then the kind of thicker hair on the edge of his upper lip. So that's pretty much it for Bob. I really like how he turned out, and hopefully you guys are all satisfied with these figures. So yeah, that's it for Bob. Alright guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Remember to leave a suggestion for upcoming figures or figures you want to see in the comments below. I also have a special guest here, the Moose Figs. So if you want to say anything, say hi now.
Hey guys, it's the Moose Figs. So as you saw, Aaron totally copied my figures.
Liar.
And at first I was not having it, but he gave credit, so I'll let it slide. If you want to see more of my stuff, check out my channel. I also have a Twitter and a Flickr, so please check me out. And yeah, so Aaron, back to you.
Alright, so I will put a link to his Flickr, his YouTube, and maybe his Twitter. I don't know about that. I'm not having that.
Don't bother with Twitter. I don't use it that much.
Yeah, I'm not having that. So check him out. He makes some really awesome customs. Makes a lot of Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, stuff like that. Five Nights at Freddy's, just a whole bunch of awesome figures. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.
Let's do some dancing. I'm going to show you my moves.
Alright guys, so the next figure we have in this showcase video is Dawn Lerner. So she premiered in The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 4. She was introduced at the hospital. She had an interesting backstory. We still don't know much about her, and we won't because she's dead. But...
Spoilers!
Well, I can't put spoilers? What, no spoilers?
Yeah, no spoilers.
I've just been told by producers that we can't have spoilers. So we're just going to continue right on. Are you still recording?
Yes.
Oh, okay, end it.
Go.
Alright, so moving on to the next figure in this showcase video, we have Dawn Lerner. So she was introduced in Season 5 of The Walking Dead in Episode 4. She is a policewoman character. Now, we don't know much about her, and we won't know much about her because she's dead. But from what we did know, she did have a somewhat interesting backstory with ex-lovers and dead cops. We don't know. She's dead. But onto the figure. She has a curved, area-like curved torso that was painted dark blue. On the torso, there are multiple details painted on, as in a button-down shirt painted in black, as well as some details making the shirt appear to be tucked in under the belt. She has a golden badge up in the corner, and then on the other side, she has a little name tag. Unfortunately, could not paint the name of her character, but I did get the tag in there, because why not? It's a tag. Up above that, you can see part of her microphone, walkie-talkie thing, and then you can see the little cable running down the side of her torso that hooks onto her belt. Now, speaking of her belt, she has a belt painted on in black with a silver buckle, and it continues all the way around the figure. On her legs are just standard dark blue legs with black boots painted on. Her head is just a standard Lego head, nothing modified about the head except for the eyebrows were painted brown. I mean black, sorry about that. We don't make mistakes here, we just make happy accidents. Now, her hair is from Padme, the new Padme figure from Star Wars, and it was painted black. And her weapon is a new Brick Arms M911. The back, nothing really special on the back, just some dark blue and some black lines maybe. So that's about it for this video. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. Be sure to leave a suggestion down in the comments below for which figure you want me to make next. I have a special guest here, the Moose Figs. He is the one that inspired me to make some of these figures. Do you have anything to say, Moose Figs? Yes, Aaron. Thanks for allowing me to be in your video. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for the credit as well. You copied my figures, but you gave the credit, so I'll have it. And that's about it. So I'll send you back to Aaron now. Aaron? Yes, guys. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.